Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures in what's becoming the jungle of the north. And well, it's turned out to be a beautiful day here on the allotment. The sun's out, it's very, very warm. I don't really need this, but well, it's been a bit up and down this morning, so I'll keep it on just in case. My roses here are coming back. It's amazing. They've been cut back and now they're regrowing, so I'm getting a few more roses, which is rather lovely. And the rabbit loves them too. They love a good rose petal. Did you know that? I didn't till recently, but they really do enjoy the rose petals. Well, once again, welcome to the show. So sit back, relax, put your feet up. Come on, you know the drill. Get yourself a cuppa. And I know I've been told some of you watch me on the big screen, your big televisions and all that sort of malarkey. That's fantastic. Poor you, having this face on your TV. Well, as I say, welcome to the show. Well, what's fabulous is, because I've cut most of the leaves off the tomato plants, well, I'm getting some tomatoes and they're starting to change colour. They're ripening. I've had quite a few off now. In fact, here's a little photograph and they were lovely, absolutely delicious. Even I'm taking them off slightly earlier, putting them in windowsill, getting some sunshine, some heat on them, and they do change, they are ripening. But even that one there, a little bit green, it's still delicious. And it's still lovely and soft and squishy. And oh, they're all happening. It's really good. Aren't I the lucky one? I'm rescuing some tomatoes from the plants that are infected still. And well, we just have to keep battling, keep persevering. We need some more sunshine and more of that lovely heat it brings, because that really will help to change these, to ripen these. And then just in front of me here again, surrounded by bumblebees as always, it's great to see that actually this amazing golden raspberry bush is still producing fruit, and they're just absolutely wonderful things. So luckily I'm finally getting some crops out from the allotment. I've had one piddling little carrot so far but then they are hidden amongst all of this down here, all the vegetation that's coming from my squash plants that are finally producing those squashes. It takes a long time. The two loofahs that I put in here, they're also drying nicely. The skins are hardening, which is the good thing. So slowly they will start to change. They're not rotting, which is what I've been praying for, and that's good. We can move forward with those. And as I say, beautiful day here, surrounded by bees. I'm not sure whether you can see this down here. This is one of my butternut squashes. These are the first two that actually came, and I've just measured it, and this one measures a good old, let's have a look, 12 inches long. And the other one's about 8 inches, and they weigh an absolute ton. I've got to wait, obviously, until they start ripening a little bit. There's another little one in front of me here, and there's a couple over there. What's interesting about the butternut squashes is some get about this big and then completely just go hard and die off, whether or not they've not been pollinated enough. Unlike these, I went round with a male flower and pollinated the female flowers by myself, by hand, and so they seem to be doing better than the ones that weren't pollinated. Down here below my feet behind me, and you can't see this, but there are a couple of loofahs down here hanging nicely, and they're starting to turn colour, so they're drying off. They're not the biggest of things, but they're still there, and it's an experiment this year. My loofahs next year I'm taking outdoors. I'm going to build a proper frame for them, and so they can climb and dangle down, and hopefully that they'll well, grow a little bigger than they have in here. They apparently do like direct sunlight. These haven't had direct sunlight. In fact, bless them, at this rate, as you can see with all this foliage, there's very little light getting down to them. But they are growing, and that's a magical thing. So that's my butternut squash. I will take a photograph close-up in case you've got the top of my head or whatever. You don't really need to see me, but it's very difficult to get behind them to film. As I say, there's a little one here. Let me see if I can lift that up. There we are, look. And there's a little butternut squash on its way. Fantastic. Well, here I am down amongst the sunflowers. And look here, my little orange squash. It's coming along really nicely. And it's on a very small, tender plant, but it's growing really well, which is rather lovely. And we'll keep an eye on that. I do come down. I put it on some matting now, so raised it off the floor a little bit. Might even raise it off a little bit more, hopefully. Although, having said that, it's not been attacked at all by predators, because I've just noticed here, down here, and I'll wave this around, shall I? Like a couple down here, I've just seen a couple of brown slugs. My normal reaction is to get them and get rid of them. However, the brown slug apparently likes to eat. It's quite carnivorous. So it likes to attack the other slugs, which aren't good for my allotment. So I'm going to leave those around. They're not eating anything around here, those types of slugs I've got. As I said, and they've left these alone. They're leaving a lot of the other foliage alone. So I say, a little carnivorous set of slugs helping me to combat, of course, the rest of the slugs that I definitely do not want here in the allotment. My other squashes are doing really well. The green ones are getting rather larger now, slowly. Had a little bit more rain over the last few days, and so that will help and encourage them to grow some more. Well, I'm bathed in sunlight here, probably a bit mottled on screen, but it feels very, very nice. Once again, thank you very much for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. I know I promised some information and compilations about what you're doing. I'm putting those together at the moment. It takes a little bit longer to get all the pieces in together. So that will be at the weekend on the longer show. And, well, it's great to have you on board. And I look forward to hearing more comments from you all over the next few days. Once again, thanks for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures, and I'll see you shortly here once again, hopefully again on a beauty, sunny day like today.